everyone, thanks for tuning in. So, what I want to talk about today, and I'm going to be very careful about it. I've gotten banned for a week on here. I'm not getting into the weeds. I know YouTube's rules. YouTube, you can't ban me. I'm not going to say anything wrong. I'm going to talk about staying healthy in a world that is afraid of illness. So, how did this come up? First off, thanks to Cosmolly on Twitter. I just replied to someone's, I'll just put it this way. So apparently the White House is going to send out blank tests to people randomly. And someone said, how would you use it? And I said, I guess I'd use it to clean my ears. Isn't it a Q-tip? And some people replied. And then I said, honestly, like I've not been sick in over 9 years. And I used to get sick twice a year, but I'm going to get into that. And that's the point of this video is like, how do we stay healthy in a world that's afraid of illness? And I'm just going to go through my story because I promised her that I was going to make this video, and thank you for tuning in. And she said she'd be looking for it. So thank you, Molly. I don't know, like apparently they're sending out free testing kits for this virus going around. I'm not going to say the name on here. I just don't live in fear of getting sick. And, you know, like I've been there and I've done that. But what Molly did was reply like, how do you do this? Like, I feel like I should invest in, like I'm sick year out with sinuses and colds, and I should invest in a Kleenex company or whatever. I understand. I don't know, like I've lived in a household that all three of my family members at the time had COVID. Two of them had it bad one had it really bad for a week and a half. Stayed in the same room, slept in the same bed. I got nothing. Both my kids had it, and I just didn't get it. And it's just not on my radar mentally. And I like, that's the point. Like, it's not, she even asked me, like, is it mind over matter? No, it's not really mind over matter. It's just like learning to change the way that you talk about disease and illness and what you focus on. Let's put it this way. I've learned this the hard way. What we focus on, we're going to get it, and we're going to get it hardcore. And my issue lately has been like focusing on lack of money and lack of car and blah, blah, all the things that I don't have. Guess what? The universe is saying that's what you want, bring it. Same thing goes for illness. Like in this world right now, people are just crazy. Like, you know, they're trying to they're canceling sporting events, and they're testing people that are healthy without symptoms. Like, I mean, what does that tell you? I don't know. I don't have the answers, and this is controversial and probably to people that are close to me, and that's okay. I'm just speaking my truth. My point is like anything we go looking for, whether it be illness or negativity or someone to commiserate and bitch with you about a certain political thing, like what you seek out, you're going to find in every area of your life. And I'll tell you this, like how, like, this is for you, Molly, Cosmolly. How did I overcome this? Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer was a great teacher of mine. I got to meet him before he passed away. Just an inspirational teacher. And he talks about how he used to get sick. And he changed the way that he talked to himself, the way he talked to others. And this is my big takeaway. Like I used to, and I've been blessed. I've never had the flu in my life. I haven't been tested for COVID. Why would I be? I haven't felt bad. Why would I get tested for something? Do you go get a heart cath if you don't have heart symptoms? Let's get logical here. What's going on? Anyway, back to the point. Like I used to get sinus infections twice a year. Every time the seasons change, in the spring and the fall. And what was my story? I used to say this, I never get sick except in the spring and the fall when the seasons change and I get a sinus infection. What happened like clockwork? I got a sinus infection. I changed that story. Does that mind ever matter? I don't know. Like, I just changed that. And I'm trying to change my other lack stories and change the way I talk about other things. But it's worked. Okay, like it's been over 9 years since I've had anything. I haven't been to it. I don't even have a primary care physician. Hell, I didn't have insurance for a year and a half. I just don't worry about illness. Like, and you hear about what's going around, and if you talk about, oh, this is going around, what we give our attention to is what we attract. And it can be as simple as saying, I never get sick except spring and fall. Boom, I got sick spring and fall every fucking time, like clockwork. And guess what? I haven't since then. Okay. I'm not in my best physical shape. I'm working on that. I've been going through a lot of change, like way more than I used to. But I'm exercising every day, but like, I don't have any health problems. I don't know. I don't. And life is it's about intention. It's about what you're looking for. It's about how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others. And if you're worried about whatever's going around, and look, I'm not minimizing COVID. I have a good friend that has COVID, that has immunocompromised stuff and all that. Like, it's just not in my realm. Illness is not in my realm. Like, you could be sick with the flu. I would gladly drink after you. Like, I wouldn't get it. I just know that. I know that. It's a knowing. And like, that's really what's made the difference, is just to know that, like, I'm not like everyone else in that way. I changed my story. Think about the story you're telling other people. Are you telling people that you have a certain ailment or something you've been diagnosed with? Look, I worked in healthcare for way too long. Let me tell you what. There's a lot of nice doctors, but there's a lot of horrible doctors. Horrible. They might be the nicest guys in the world, but we give all of our faith and all of our trust to these doctors because, oh, it's my doctor. Oh, the doctor said this. Well, guess what? That's like the real world. Like, they don't know either. They learn based on how they were trained in their residency and fellowship. And I'm not knocking them. This is going to be controversial already, but like, the healthcare industry is broken. It is primarily about money. I'm not saying every doctor is about money, because I know a doctor that was not viewed very highly, but like, he worked with indigent patients and didn't even get paid for 8 months, and like, truly cared. So it's not about that. But we don't have health care. We have disease management. We have disease management. They want you to take a pill. They want you to come in every 6 months, blah, blah, blah. I'm 48. I have no aches or pains. I haven't taken a Tylenol or Advil. I don't remember the last time. I've got teeth issues I need to get fixed, but like, that'll happen. But like, I don't have aches or pains. I'm 48. I'm not on any prescription meds. If I went to the doctor every 6 months, I'd probably be on a bunch of them. I don't know. This world is crazy right now. And, sporting events are getting shut down because they're testing. They're testing for just people that feel fine. Okay? Like, it's just like anything else in life. If you go looking for trouble, you're going to find it. If you go looking for something negative, you're going to find it. Who knows if these tests are right or wrong? I got to be careful here because I got blocked for a week on YouTube. But like, how have I done this? I just affirm health. I'm healthy. I do not get sick. You could lick the rim of my cup. You could spit in my cup. I will not get what you have. I will not get what you have. I do not get what goes around. I do not get sick. And guess what? No one's getting out of here alive. Doesn't mean I'm not going to drop dead at some point. I'm not afraid to die. The truth of this comes down to what we focus on. We have two options in life. You can operate out of love, or you can operate out of fear. You can't do both. If you're focused on what you're afraid of and pushing it away, anything you push away, it's gotcha. Anything you give your attention to, you're bringing to you. That can be poverty, that can be lack, that can be illness. Change the way that you talk. Change the things that you say to yourself, but especially outwardly. I don't know, 2 times in nine plus years. One time I got shingles. You know why? I never had it. I did have a chickenpox as a kid. Why'd I get shingles? Because I was in hella stress with a job. Absolutely stressed out in a job I should not have been doing. I went immediately, and everybody said shingles is horrible. It wasn't painful. I just finally went to the doctor and they gave me something. Like it wasn't painful. It wasn't bad. And I hear it's horrible. Like, not for me. And then, in the right before I started this job, and I've lost my car and blah, I'm not talking about it, but I did start feeling some sinus kind of stuff. So I got a Z-Pack just to take it. I haven't taken antibiotics in like 10 years. Just took it and I was fine. Absolutely fine. I'm just replying to this thread on Twitter, and I appreciate you, Cosmolly. For real. Like, what's my secret? I just don't get sick. I just don't. I'm immune. I really am. And if I get sick and die, then so be it. I'm going to die at some point anyway. I just don't, it doesn't matter. I don't give my energy, I don't give my attention to that. And the more that we change the way we talk about illness and what's going around and all that, like, it's going to impact your life. Everything that you think, everything you say to yourself and to others impacts your health. Health definitely has a big part of like gut and viscera and probiotics and stuff important, but like, it's up here. I highly recommend a book I think anyone, whether you're sick or not. There's a book by Dr. Joe Dispenza, and it's called You Are the Placebo. Highly recommend it. Like, whether you're sick or not, like, every disease has been healed. Everyone's healed themselves. I don't know. Just is my video for today. Thank you, Cosmolly, for nudging me in a way to do it. But I don't know. If you're struggling with illness, I mean, just like you, Cosmolly, you're like, I'm sick all year round. Like, okay, quit saying you're sick all year round. As long as you say it, you're gonna be. Because I literally used to say I never get sick except in the spring and the fall when the seasons change and I get a sinus infection. Guess what happened in the spring and the fall? I got a sinus infection. Like clockwork. Change the way you talk. Change the way you think. This world is backwards right now. So much going on. And so many people are afraid of getting sick and afraid of this or that or this variant or whatever. Like, live your life. Quit living in fear. You have two options. You can operate out of fear. You can operate out of love. That's up to you. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in. Please hit like and subscribe. And talk healthy. Think healthy. You will be healthy. Do it every day. Catch yourself. Don't say sick thoughts. Don't say disease thoughts. Don't talk that way. It makes a huge difference. Coming up on a decade without any of it. I don't need a doctor. I don't need insurance. I don't live in fear. I live in love. And it's time that we all shift to that. Thanks, everybody. Have the best day ever.